Now, remember, the hungry markets are the best. Things where people really, really want something quite badly. So let me give you an example of that. If you've got a product which is just a nice to have product, it's a lot harder to sell than something that somebody actually needs and can take instant benefit from. And tied in with that, I've got here things that make money or save money. So what I'm saying there is not get rich quick products. But if you think about plumbing courses, for example, a plumbing course could be seen as a make money product or a save money product. If you buy a plumbing course, you could get a new career as a plumber and earn more money than you're currently earning. So that's a make money angle on a plumbing course. Or it could be a save money product. You could say, buy this plumbing course and learn how to fit your own bathroom so you can save 500 quid, 1,000 quid on getting a plumber in to do it. You can do it yourself. So it's got a save money angle on it too. If you take a product like a yoga course, it's much harder to get the make money, save money angle on it, and it's probably not such a hungry market either. So if you buy a yoga course, you'll get an enormous sense of well-being, you'll be able to do some new positions, but is it going to put any money in your pocket, or is it going to save you any money? So trying to justify charging someone some money for that is harder. Google acid test is, if you're thinking about doing a product, just go to Google, type in what you would type in if you were searching for that product and see what comes up. And if you see 1 million people on the first page of Google already selling the same thing very cheaply, that's probably telling you you're too late. There's already people in that market. Even worse than that is somebody ranking on the first page of Google that gives away a free equivalent. So there are websites out there with free plumbing courses on, okay? There is free information out there on investing in property in Bulgaria. Many, many subjects you can get free information. And the kind of kiss of death for you is if the free sites rank on the first page of Google already, then even if you get your website to rank on the first page of Google, if your website comes out next to someone else's and theirs is free and yours is 20 quid, you're not going to make any money. So have a look on Google, because that's where most of the traffic is. About 80 to 90% of search traffic now in the UK is through Google. So that's the important one. And the last point on here is, will people pay for it? And this is really, really important lesson. And you need to find this out before you make the product. Let me share with you a little mistake that I made a couple of years ago. I play in a band, as you know, and you saw the guys on stage, mostly at the O2. And all you don't know about those guys is they all went through a divorce about 3-4 years ago. And when they got divorced, they all got back in the dating game. And they decided that they wanted to meet somebody new. And speed dating was all the rage. So they decided speed dating would be a great angle to go in and find themselves a new partner. Now, what was fascinating for me was when we had band practices, they were sharing their stories of their speed dating escapades, and they all had slightly different strategies. One of them, who will remain nameless, but a clue might be the kind of shirts that he wears with the little lapels on the shoulder, told all the girls he was an airline pilot because he thought girls love airline pilots and he was much more likely to be successful. Another one had actually had quite an expensive divorce and told all the girls that he was a road sweeper because he thought that if she likes me for who I am, she won't care that I'm a road sweeper and I've got no money. And they had various questions. One of the questions he always asked was, do you like cats? And if the girl said, yes, she liked cats, he didn't tick the box, wasn't interested because he didn't want to get stuck with a mad old cat lady. So they had all these different strategies, and I'm sure the girls had questions that they would ask too to find out, you know, is he going to have 10 pints of Stella every Saturday and watch the football all weekend or whatever. So I thought this is a great subject to make a product out of. I could do a guide on speed dating. And I didn't know anything about it myself, but I knew a little bit from these guys, but I outsourced it. I got a freelance writer to write me a guide on speed dating for guys and girls with questions and hints and tips. And I did a bit of research first. I checked the size of the market first of all and made sure there was enough people searching for stuff on speed dating. And there were loads of people searching, and I'm going to show you in a second how you can get the size of a market. So I checked the market was big enough, and I also checked the competition, which is another important thing, and no one else had done a guide on speed dating. So I thought this is a good thing to be doing. Perfect, big market, hungry crowd, no competition. And I've got all these great little anecdotes and insider information. I'm going to make loads of money with my speed dating guide. So I set this thing up, set a web page up, started marketing it, got a load of people coming to the web page, but nobody bought the product. And I thought, this is strange. I'm getting like 100, 200 people a day coming to the website and nobody's buying it. So I dropped the price a bit. It was 20 quid, I dropped it to 15 quid. Sold a couple, but not very much. Dropped it again to a tenner, sold a few more, but still hardly any. Dropped it to a fiver, sold a few more, but then it became marginal that I was actually making any money. Then I thought, I'm just going to test this. I'm going to put it for free in exchange for a name and email address, just to see if people really want the information or not. As soon as I made it free, 100 plus people a day downloaded it. So what they told me was the market was there, they wanted it, but they didn't want to pay for it. And it's an important lesson to learn in that some markets there can be high demand, low competition, but there isn't this propensity or willingness to get their wallets out. And the willingness to get the wallet out factor can be driven by a number of things. Partly can be, well, I think I can find this for free if I look hard enough. And I think dating came into that kind of vein that people thought, if I looked hard enough, I could probably find this for free. Or they might have thought, well, it only cost me 10 quid to go on a speed dating event. So maybe instead of investing 10 quid or 20 quid in your product, I'll just go along to a speed dating event, don't need your advice that badly, and I might get lucky anyway, and that was a better investment of my 10 quid. So you need to find out if people are willing to pay for a product.